All right, Shabbat Shalom. Happy Sabbath morning. Still kind of sleepy, but bear with me. The noise that you may hear throughout this video right now is my coffee making. So excuse the noise. I'm brewing coffee right now. Happy Sabbath morning. I'm going to make a video because I was influenced by the first video I made like maybe hours ago for my primary channel, Set Apart to Serve. I'm going to leave the link in the comment section. So for those who have not yet subscribed to Set Apart to Serve channel, which is my primary channel, go on and subscribe. Check out the videos and subscribe. And the Nazarite Lifestyle is my secondary channel. All right. Now, I just want to say something. I can't stand men who tell women that they are not supposed to do certain activities because they are women. Once again, men, I'm not talking about all men. And you know what? It's a shame that I have to be specific with this, because there are men out there who will get offended just because I'm saying men. But if the shoe don't fit, you don't have to worry about wearing it, right? Come on. Just like all women are not buttholes. But, okay, I get it. I'm not a butthole, so I know you're not speaking directly to me. But I have to do this because there are people out there that gets highly offended and take the teaching for them. But I also tell people, if you are offended by any teachings, that's because it's probably about you. It's probably for you. You see what I'm saying? See, I don't know people out there. I don't know you. So if you feel offended and targeted, then it's probably for you. But yeah, I can't stand men who tell women they can't do certain things. And the reason why I say that is because I know personally why guys do this. Guys do this because they are afraid to see women do certain things and may outdo them while they're doing it. And they may become a little intimidating to see a woman who have this type of strength and power to do things that a man feel that they shouldn't be capable of doing. So it's more of an insecurity thing within this guy. But that's not cool, because all it's doing is just showing your insecurities. Now, will I vote for a woman to do all man things? Look, if she got it in her, go for it. I'm not finna be sitting around here saying that women shouldn't do nothing pertaining to what a guy do. Now, people, you know what I'm talking about. You know, you have men that tells a woman that she shouldn't bench press. What? You have men out here who tell women they shouldn't do construction. They shouldn't drive trucks, 18-wheelers. You know, stuff like that intimidates a guy in particular, that makes him feel little, because that's why they do certain things. They substitute the hole that's in themselves. They feel that since they're a guy, they have to prove they're a guy. Why you gotta prove you're a guy? You a guy. Why you gotta prove that? Because they're missing something. Something is missing. But you let us know what's missing when you behave that way. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I just hate that in particular. I've come across a lot of guys who tell me I shouldn't do certain things because I'm a woman. And see, let me tell you something. These type of guys who do this, you have to also think about something. You're acting just like most white people. Yes, I'm saying it like that. And see, you have to understand that when you show prejudice towards women, you are a sexist. You're basically showing prejudice towards a woman when you tell her that she shouldn't be doing certain things because she's a female. You have white people who tell blacks that they shouldn't do certain things or go certain places because they're black. So how would you feel if a white person, and I'm talking to black men in particular on this one right here, what if a white person tell you that you can't do nothing because you black? Now, for white men who have a problem with female, what if a black person or any other race tell you you can't or shouldn't do certain things because you're white? You see what I'm saying? So why do all men who act like this, white or black, why do men tell some females, if not all females, who do manly things that they shouldn't do it because they are women? You shouldn't do that. Who are you? Huh? If God Almighty gave me the strength to do it, I'm doing it. You or anybody else is not going to tell me to drop that. Put that down. I shouldn't pick that up. I shouldn't work here. I shouldn't wear that because I'm a woman. I'm a female. I'm a lady. And then you want to talk about me. You want to bully me and all this shenanigan. You're wasting your time and energy and manhood on a woman who's doing things that God has given her all the willpower to do. You better ask Deborah. Men, and I'm saying this because you're males, stop showing your insecurities towards women of strength. Hallelujah. Women of confidence. Stop showing your insecurities with that behavior, because that's what you're doing. You're not showing manhood when you act like that. You're not showing that you're this macho person when you run up on a female and tell her that she should or shouldn't do things in life. You're showing your insecurities. You're showing your lack of confidence, your dodo. I'm just here to help you. I'm the solution to most people's problems. If I don't have a solution to it, I won't even speak on it. But I'm here to help. Men, you are showing your weakness when you tell a woman that she shouldn't do anything because a man only should be doing that. That's not it. I have another teaching before I click off. I hate people who lie to others to the bone. And what I mean by this is when others lie, and this is through manipulation, basically. I have a coworker. Let's just say, for instance, I have a coworker who really thinks that he is a beast at working. He really, like, serious. It's not even a joke no more. He said so much that he truly believed that he is beast mode at the work, which is not true. Now, I'm the type of person, I just let people say what they are and do what they do because, hey, if that's what makes your day, if that's what makes you happy, whatever. But the reason why I have a problem with that is because when the person seemingly can't handle the job during a heavy task, a heavy moment for them to push even harder, they get upset. They get upset and they get the throwing, tossing things, cussing, can on, kicking, and knocking things over because they cannot handle the task. You see what I'm saying? So I sit and fall back and be like, wait a minute, I thought this person was a beast. Others say and tell this person that they are on this beast mode level, that they can handle it, they got it. That other people is beneath them when it comes to working. But yet with my own two eyes, I see the pressure that has been put on this individual and they cannot handle it. They poot and pout like little boys. They toddlers at this moment and it irritates me. That's all I'm saying. Hey, if you're claiming you're bigger than what and who you are, how you handle it is whatever. You can play it off in front of me and go somewhere in the cut and beat, scram, tail, drop, bust, kick. I don't even see your reaction afterwards. That's your business. But when you claim that you are bigger than what and who you are, and at the same time you show your weakness when the task become overload and too much for you to handle, then I have every right to say something about your foolishness, about your delusional act. You see what I'm saying? See, when you tell people that's delusional and weak-minded that they're more than what they are, to the manipulators who tell people that, and the reason why they tell them that is because they feel they need them at the moments. So they butter them up. Oh, you good. Y'all, I think you're better than this person. I think you're, and this is all behind the true master's back. People who are truly warriors at the workplace, they're not there when they're being misled and manipulated to think that they are beast mode at the work. They're being told this because they have no choice but to use these people. They need these individuals because they don't have the good workers there. So they butter them up and they pump them up, because if they don't have them, then they're basically by themselves and they have to do extra. So they tell people who are weak, oh yeah, you good. Yeah, you the beast. No, I actually think that you're better than this person and that person. And this person is hearing this by basically being tickled by the ear. They're enjoying what people are telling them, and that's pumping their ego up. But see, that's damaging what's embedded in them. And what's embedded in them is zero. It's nothing. It's nothing in them that's going to push and move them to an extra phase to push when the task getting heavy. If it's getting too much for them to handle, they not gonna know how to push. You see what I'm saying? Because they're lazy. They're lazy. Now, speaking of men, you have some guys out there, and we're talking about even big dudes or whatnot, tall dudes, big dudes, whatever. You have guys out there who are weak, and it's women who can take on these tasks. And the men who I work with don't do it. They can't lift, they can't push, they can't grab. And you be like, wait a minute, why is women doing this? Why y'all not doing it? It's not that they can't do it. It's just that it's not in them to do it, to be moved to do it. It's what I'm saying. They're lazy. Let me prove that it's lazy. Let me prove to you and give you another example. If Timmy is known to not really pull, push, lift around there, they're just lazy. They do just a little bit, and the little bit they do, they want everybody to know that they done it so they can get brownie points. And a dodo manager who really needs this person would give them all the credit in the world, because on certain days they don't have real motivated workers, so they ain't got no choice but to deal with them. So they'll pat them on the back and say that the little bit that they've done was mastered. Okay, so when it comes to doing a real job where they need to use their strength and they need to be moved to get things going, like, I mean, you out of breath, you're tired, you kind of like, fatiguing. They won't do it because they're at the point where they feel that they're entitled to not move that much. I don't have to lift that. I ain't been doing it. I don't have to pick that up. I don't have to carry that. I don't have to push as hard when it get heavy on me, because KK, old girl over there, usually pick up that load right there. I takes it easy breezy. You see what I'm saying? When you manipulate people to stay at a certain level and you lie to them and tell them that they're beasts, they're not going to actually move harder when the time comes, because they've been manipulated to stay at a level which is at a weak level. See what I'm saying? So they're not going to be able to move and push because they're weak. It's just like lifting weights. If you're lifting weights and you got a dodo that always lift 20 pounds, and you got his mommy or dad that telling him, yeah, Timmy, you a beast, you doing them 20s, man, that's what I'm talking about. And he just lifted, yep, I got it, and then walk away. And then they're manipulating and lying to him, telling him that he's swole with doing 20 pounds. He could do 30 reps. You know what I'm saying? Using 20 pounds, and he walking around with a little something, and everybody pumping him up, talking about he good, oh yeah. He's not going to be really especially if he's like kind of like lazy. You see what I'm saying? He's like, I'm just gonna do just this and that, and I ain't trying to be master. But if they're telling me I'm a master, I'm gonna just stay with that. I'm cool. You say, and then when a female come around, let's just say a female come around, and let's just say she pumping what, 70. He would envy her because she's pumping 70. He would envy her and tell her that she shouldn't be pumping 70 because she's a female. What you mean? Well, okay, well, why don't you pump 70? Oh, no, I ain't pumping that. All I pump is 20. That's all I need. They tell me I'm a beast mode just by pumping 20 pounds, so I'm good. You see what I'm saying? It's just like that. When it's time for them to need to push 30 or 40, they get intimidated and they start shift blaming on the reasons why they shouldn't pump 30 or 40, and then envy a female when they see her pumping 70. You see what I'm saying? All just to make themselves feel at the level where they're being treated at, just doing a little bit. And that's how my co-workers are. They stay at a level where they feel they don't need to move more, push more, succeed greater, but yet envy the next person who's doing greater. When people are telling them that you're good at what you're doing, you're a beast, that person ain't all that, they just need that. They're telling them things that they want to hear because they actually just need them to do whatever they need them to do, and then that's it. See, that's dangerous. That's dangerous because I'm the type of person, if I'm working around these people and they actually think that they're better than what they are, I leave them out there on their own. I leave them out there so they can get drained and drown in their own mess. You see what I'm saying? You're going to clean up your own mess. You're going to move within your own mess. And I sit back and I watch. People think at this point when I sit back and let them go on and get through their turmoil, they think I'm being mean. No, I'm actually the solution. We're going back to the solution. I'm the solution. I'm here to mirror your behavior. I'm here to help you lose the ego. You see what I'm saying? You're not entitled to stay at this level, especially when you're walking around lying to yourself, saying that you're bigger and better than the true people that's putting in the work around here, the true workers that's moving. That's not fair. Where she or he is over here lifting and moving and pushing, and while you sitting here at one level being lied to and delusional, talking about you're better than everybody. And then when the heavy load come about, you get mad because the person who you say that's beneath you is not helping you. How dare you? That person not helping me. I'm pooty pouty right about now. They say I got all this over here. They ain't did nothing yet for me. No, because you said that I'm beneath you. You're going around being lied to at the same time by the dodo manager, manipulating you, brainwashing you because she just or he just needs you for their timing. So when it's time when I'm there, the true help, when I fall back, you want to blame me for not helping you keep your fake title? Come on. You see what I'm saying? So I sit back and I let the chips fall in play. Now, if you want me to help, I'm not helping you. You could just go on and move out the way, and I could take care of the whole situation as a woman. You see what I'm saying? Today's society, we are dealing with a lot of weak boy men. And I'm going to always talk about it when I'm led to. Like I said, it's not so much that they can't do it. It's just that they're not moved to do it. If you pay weak Timmy $1,000 to go over there and try to press them 40s and get out of them 20s, Timmy would at least probably pump 5 40s. He would probably go over there and pump 5 40-pound weights. Why? Because he was motivated to do it with that money over there. Somebody influenced him to do, let's just say 5 reps of 40 pounds. He can do it. Why? Because he's being motivated and pushed to do it because of that thou that's waiting on him when he succeeds with doing that. But if people are not really pushing one another and then they're lying to them, telling them that they ain't got to go no further, that they're fine just where they're at for their selfishness. You see what I'm saying? These people are weak-minded. They will believe the foolishness. They will believe their own lies, and they will stay right there in their delusional state of mind, and they will feel entitled when pressure becomes on them and blame the next person for not getting them out of their troubles. That's all I'm saying. We got to train our boy men to not think like that, women. Hallelujah. We got to train these boy men to get out of that self-entitlement, to get out of the minds of delusional, the state of mind of delusionals and stuff like that. We got to help them get out of that. Now, how are we going to do that? Just show them how it's done. Don't help them. You just take over and you show them how it's done. Shalom.